is we'll start with a roll call attendance, call the meeting to order, state the time, and then we'll acknowledge guests who are in the audience here.
Okay, call to order. It's 10:02.
And just do a roll. We can do it alphabetically by last name of folks who are in attendance.
Okay. I don't know everyone's last name.
Benson.
Benson.
I, present. Madura.
Present.
Hyphenated.
Goldstein
Goldstein-Frayden.
Present.
I messed up the alphabet there. Shearing. That's close. Excellent.
It works.
So we're missing Mr. Soldner and Ms. Welch. It looks like we have two community members in the audience here. We'll get their names when they're ready to speak. We have Dave Clifton with the Tricentennial, and forgive me, Diane.
Lusardi, Lusardi.
Welcome.
Welcome.
I
So order,
was afraid that was
and
a
then we
chair.
usually just go through the agenda
Fine.
items. Typically, they are mine to speak on, but if folks have any agenda items that they bring to you, you have the agenda item and you can call on folks to speak.
Any programming updates?
I do. I know I gave a pretty substantial update at our last meeting. A few things that have come up in registration that weren't introduced is we're going to be hosting a community CPR class on October 18th. That is a great event, and it's been of note and of interest for seniors in the community. It's at a heavily reduced fee of $65 compared to, I think, most folks run at $130 or $150. Due to its success, we are bringing back a seasonal flower arrangement through a partnership with the Garden Club. Sorry, go ahead.
What time is the CPR class? Does it go all day?
No, it is an evening class.
It's
It's only about 2.25 hours.
It's a Friday night.
It's a Friday night. I can get exact times if folks are interested, but I believe it's sometime around 5 or 6.
And how do you sign up?
It's on our registration portal on the town website. You can also call Frothingham Hall and we can help facilitate a sign up as well.
Do they earn a CPR certificate at this one?
And
Because
they
I was at the
indeed
one
do.
6 weeks ago where we didn't.
Yes, they earn one through the American Heart Association. And it's taught by the fire department in town.
Do you know, is it filled or do you not know?
The
Is
last
there-
I checked, we were only partially filled.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Through a partnership with the Garden Club, we're offering a seasonal flower arrangement. We have done this for, I believe, the last 6 seasons, and it's been filled every single time. We were actually able to partner with Roach Brothers to have the flowers donated as a part of a sponsorship as well. So we're really glad that helps us keep costs low for seniors that are interested in participating.
Roach Brothers is really very nice, aren't they?
Yeah, they've been great partners so far.
That's good.
A special event that we have on our horizon is going to be New Year's Eve. It's going to be sort of a countdown to noon for seniors here. We're still trying to identify a date. I did want to put it out to the group. I know that the holiday season falls a bit weird this year, but we're thinking maybe the 30th. Let me note that Donna arrived 10:05. Hi, Donna. We were to see you. You haven't missed much. Come in. So looking at my calendar here. Oh, no worries, no worries. We have the 30th on a Monday, the 31st of December on a Tuesday. Do folks have any opinions or thoughts on maybe a date that might be better for folks or what you think the community might want to see?
For New Year's countdown?
Yeah,
Wouldn't that be the 31st?
yeah. We had in our mind, maybe we know some folks maybe go away for the new year, maybe have existing plans. So just looking for general feedback from the group. My initial thought is the 31st, but
Mine too.
okay.
Mine too.
How, like, what time of day is it and who's gonna run it and how late are you open on the 31st?
We're open full day on the 31st. I don't
Okay.
think we get dismissed early that day.
I think the town office is closed midday,
Okay.
so you may wanna check.
Yeah, I don't believe that we do, but I can certainly double check that. The program would be run by our staff. We're hoping to have maybe a small musical guest, some light refreshments, and then a few sort of like lighthearted games and engaging stuff for folks that would want to attend. Don't think we cap it I don't think we charged either. I have a few $100s allocated for this particular special event too. But if anybody has any suggestions, bands that they might know in town they recommend, musical performers, or anything else, I'm happy to consider it.
Wonder if through the schools, they might have a quartet or a trio, or just maybe some kids would like
Yeah.
that.
They might with their musical group that they have.
Right. I can't be more specific than that.
No, it's a good idea. It's a good lead.
And it would probably be free.
Would they be paid?
I'd be happy to pay a modest fee for folks. Okay. I'm thinking it would probably, if it's countdown to noon, it would probably be like a 10:30 start through.
Oh,
maybe
countdown to noon.
to
I
noon.
missed that.
Yeah.
I heard
Oh,
noon.
I didn't hear
so it's
that
in the
either.
morning, not in the afternoon. I get it.
Noon Year's Eve.
Okay.
Noon Year's Eve. So when the clock ticks to noon, we do like a small celebration.
Yeah, and then goodbye.
Well, yeah, most folks would probably want to head out for the day or maybe socialize.
That's why even if they closed half day.
That would be fine.
Yeah. We all missed that.
Yeah, sorry. I'll speak up a little bit.
I did hear the noon, but I didn't get the noon years.
Oh, sorry. I thought the title was a bit
I didn't
No,
self-explanatory.
I heard New Year's,
Does that
so I missed that.
does that change any suggestions for anybody or any thoughts? No.
No, I'd
Sounds
say
like
go
a
for
good
the
idea.
31st
Okay,
then.
cool.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how it goes. It seems like a pretty neat idea. I don't know that many other COAs or community centers offer that type of program, so it'd be sort of novel in that regard.
Is it multi-generational?
It certainly could be. It would fall during school break. So I know that's sort of a tricky topic with a lot of the folks that come here. Some folks are very interested in intergenerational programs. Some are hoping to see this space during the day sort of be reserved, for folks who are a little bit older. Yeah. So I'm not opposed to it. If somebody had to watch their grandchild, like my grandmother used to watch me, I am happy to host and entertain. But yeah. And then last but not least, pickleball programs are going well. We're going to offer some indoor sessions. We're going to leave the nets up at Unionville this winter. We've had a number of warm days, and during a sort of an isolated period of the winter, if folks want to go out and play, who am I to say you can't?
Big crowd there this morning.
Yeah,
Yeah, when I drove by.
it's a little chilly for
Whoa.
me. I didn't want to walk my dog. And that is what I have for programming update.
So we need a motion to approve?
No, you can move right ahead to the next agenda item.
Right ahead.
So the next item for us is the tricentennial update. There are a number of updates in this field. With us today, we invited Dave Clifton, who's the chair of the Tricentennial Committee. Dave, if you'd like, you can come over and talk to us a little bit about what's going on with the Tricentennial.
Thank you very much, Joe, and certainly appreciate the opportunity to present myself and the secretary of our tricentennial celebration, Diane Lasati, and certainly special. I remember a number of years ago, I helped start the Council on Aging in the town of Sharon.
Did you?
Then I moved to Easton, and I know that someday you might be interested in a new senior center, and I'll do what I can to help in any way. But I'm here today to talk about 300th anniversary in the town of Easton. It was the select board in early 2023. They organized and put a committee together of 10 people. And one member is a select board representative, Craig. And we've had the opportunity to expand. We have another 40 people who have been active in one way or another. And it's going to take hundreds of people to pull this celebration off. It's going to be a year-round celebration. I saw you at Dunkin' Donuts last week. Just thought I'd throw that in. Let our viewing audience know. But I did want to say that in putting this celebration together, it's been fantastic. And not only do we have a lot of interest, but the donors here living in the town of Easton have been so generous. This is a year-round celebration. There's going to be a major signature event almost every month throughout the year. The world's gotten a little crazy, and it's time for us to celebrate. And we're going to start right here in the town of Easton. I know that you've probably seen these posters around town. You got one out in front of the hall. This is our logo, and it was done by Mrs. Janalis, and she, call her Piper. She has a lot of talent and very artistic. She also did the banner. These are banners. We have 120 banners right now that have been sold. And then we have some that are going up courtesy to some of our town departments. But you can see the logo. These will be hung. It's a vinyl two-sided banner. And of course, you can't miss the local colors between the posters, which will be in all the businesses made up by Southeast Regional School. The yard signs, we have 300 of those around town. These are going to go up on all the wooden poles scattered on Center Street, our parade route, Main Street, right up to Hilliard's, and also at Five Corners, a little bit up the street on 106. So we're trying to involve different parts of the community in terms of spreading the word. We also have a major banner going up that's going to promote some of the events and say thank you to the to the sponsors. It takes a lot of people to make a celebration like this work. What are some of the events that are going to take place? And I should say before I get into the events, we also have a cookbook. Diane, tell these good folks about the cookbook, and she coordinated that with a couple of people on her committee with a little over 300 recipes.
First of all,
Forgot to bring the cookbook.
I apologize. I want to bring a sample for you.
Did you bring samples?
That I did not either.
Yes, we left them out on the table of the hallway.
But we're rolling out the sale of the cookbook, which is great recipes, over 300 recipes. And the cover, sorry, I didn't bring it. Cover was designed by Monica Hurley Lawson.
It's beautiful. And the back cover is the logo done by Piper Janalis. And in between are lots of recipes. We went to the Historical Society and the library, and recipes go back to the 1700s. And as well as probably like 200 were written by town folk, us. We got all those donations of recipes, so the book is complete. We're going to sell it at Queesit on October 19th on their book sale, which runs from 10 until 2 for the public. And the book is $20. It's a hardcover, beautiful spine. That's the story of the cookbook. And I want to let Dave know, Donna Welch is our neighbor. You probably recognize her.
Yes, I do.
Yes. Dave's number 4, I'm number 5, you're number 20.
25, yeah.
There you go.
So
What's the date?
Lamplighter Lane is well
October
represented.
19th.
Yes, we are.
Saturday, October 19th,
And what are the hours?
10 until 2. And it's at Queesit.
And the money goes towards the celebration?
Celebration.
How many
Pay for the
copies did
cookbook.
you print out?
We printed 350.
350?
300. We have 350 books.
And if you don't sell them all,
We
what
will
would-
sell them.
You think so?
I'm sure we will.
We
You know,
ordered
it's
more.
interesting. We think there are 2 women, Anne Marie Taylor and Amanda Hurley, who have ordered merchandise. You can see sweatshirts. We've got sweatshirts, T-shirts,
I
memorabilia.
was going to ask about that because I saw the emblem on his sweatshirt.
Yes, these are beautiful. They're $35 and are available. And we think, oh, we're not going to sell these things.
This one here is only 30. I could take it off. No, I'm not kidding.
That wouldn't fit me.
It's
I
really
got a little bit of
nice.
a paunch here.
But
Very
we
nice.
did.
It is
We
very
sell
nice.
things at NRT a special event at the Shuttletown Brewery, and already we have to reorder some things. There's a beautiful commemorative blanket of the town. There was one years ago, like in the 1990s, with all the buildings, and the one we're selling has the logo in the center, and that sold out, and we never anticipated. So we've ordered 100 more. So the things are going. People are excited, and they want to be a part of it. And buying a little bit of merchandise is
That's super.
it is super. It really is good. And I wanted to give Joe this name. Dave Spugone lives in Easton. He's a local. He plays guitar. He's got a little group.
Oh, awesome.
He's been coming. He was at the event that you came to. You
Yeah.
probably did. Yeah, in the corner. That's
Yeah.
Dave. I just thought I'd give you his
That's
information.
fantastic.
Wow.
Thank you.
You're
Look at
welcome.
that.
Yeah. So we'd love to have you join us. And what I'll do is I will bring up a volunteer form that maybe you could leave out. People could sign up to volunteer.
Sure.
And, we'll let you know what's happening. And that's my story.
And how do you get these vests and shirts?
They're gonna be on sale at
Yeah.
some of the events that are taking place,
Yeah.
even prior to. We already sold $6,000 worth of merchandise,
Gee,
and
wow.
we haven't even reached 2025 yet. This guy Dave is a very talented guy. He's got a terrific first name. I just thought I'd throw that in. I did want to mention, not only do we have the cookbook that Diane and her committee put together, and it's already printed. We are going to have an anniversary book that's going to come out at the end of the celebration, which we think people in the community want to see it. By the time we get finished taking pictures at all the events and all the people in town, we know that book will be very popular at some point in time. But we have a total of 8 signature events that will take place on 7 different days. Plus, we have all the annual events that the Town of Easton's always had. And we're asking people to beef up those events. And it kicks off, actually on New Year's Eve, there's going to be a concert at Memorial Hall to celebrate the new year. We're going to have on January 4th a kickoff event at Stonehill College. And we have some terrific coordinators. And not only do we have terrific coordinators, but all the town department heads. And I say that as I look at the camera, they have been outstanding. The people in town are excited. I can see the excitement in the air just going to some of the events. And this color alone kind of blinds you when you see all these signs going up. But we have on April 26th, we have an art and cultural festival that take place. That'll be at Memorial Hall. Diane's co-chairing that with Joan Lundgren. And that'll be a terrific event. As you know, lots of people in town are into the arts. We also have on that same morning, it's actually April 19th, we're going to have a family fun day at Langwater. And we have sponsors for all these major events. We have a parade on July 12th. It should be the largest parade the town's ever had. And everybody in town is going to be in it. We hope there's going to be people watching it. But the fact is that it's a parade that's going to come down Center Street, take a right on the main street, and end at the Immaculate Conception Church, the walkers, and the vehicles, the floats, the horses, and whatever in the parade will have to make their way up to the mall up by Hilliard's. We also have on June 14th, which is Flag Day, we're going to have our fireworks at 9 p.m. at the high school site where they throw the shot put, which is
When
going
is
to be
that?
roped off.
6/19?
It's going to be on
Yes.
June 14th.
14.
That's Flag Day. We're gonna have a family picnic on the soccer field. We're gonna have a concert from 7 to 9 p.m. We're
How
gonna
is
have,
all of this advertised? This must be posted somewhere. In the
It's-
town of Easton?
Yeah,
well, if you
it's-
take a picture of this, you'll come to our web page.
Okay.
I'll leave this here so that you can do that. And Joe's gonna put this in his office. The fact is that there's a lot, not just to talk about, but you need to look at the schedule to see what. Can you imagine 1725 to 2025? There's a lot of history in the town of Easton. All you have to do is walk around and see the buildings. That parade, which is gonna take place on July 12th, I'd love to see the Council on Aging and maybe the seniors on the bus so they don't have to walk the full route. They could wave to the crowd. Maybe you could put some signs on the bus or whatever.
The old folks.
Decorated.
It's something to think
Should do
about.
some pom-poms.
Yeah, right.
There may be some other ways
Some of us.
that the Council on Aging might think of.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, how can we help with
Yeah.
some of this? I mean, I don't wanna volunteer other people, but, I'm sure I could volunteer some. And just FYI, years ago in Stoughton, they used to have a holiday parade for years. I ran that parade for 6 years.
Oh,
So-
experienced.
Yeah, so I can be of any help with
Careful, Jim. You
Things
might
like
sign
that.
yourself up for some stuff.
help, not help.
Well, we have some
There's a
people,
big difference.
we have some people who are running the parade. We would welcome you to join us.
In some of these other things, I mean, the Council on
Yeah.
Aging, obviously, well, they've probably all lived in this town longer than I have. I've only been here 25 years. But only, but I'm sure it's, all of this sounds exciting.
Yes, it's
does.
wonderful.
Cory
Very
Honan is coordinating the parade. There's
Oh.
a committee of about 15 people.
Cory,
They're
who
meeting
was
on a
here?
periodic basis. And I ran the parades in Sharon. You've run parades. We got a lot of talented people who are on these committees, and we're excited about it. People, I know they enjoy going to meetings, but the fact is that all the creativity comes up. And you're fortunate to have a guy like Joe
Yeah.
involved with you. He's a guy that I did his job in Sharon for 40 years. I was the Parks and Recreation leader. I ran Sharon's 250th. I moved to Easton, and here I am involved. But I got to tell you, you got an outstanding community. I can't say you have. We have an outstanding community, and lots of people are able to share their time, their talent, their ideas, their resources. And that's how this celebration is going to work. It's going to be a big time celebration that we'll remember for years. And of course, that billboard is going up in December. These banners are going up in December.
How much are the banners?
$300. That's the magic number. And as I said to
And
people,
any company can buy one, have their name
Yeah.
put down the bottom.
and even families could buy it. Like I have one for my family, the Clifton family, and it's on the bottom. No logos, just the name. And of course, they'll be up for an entire year. I know when I've done these in the past, families come up and take a photo with their family near the pole.
I have a question. Are you
Yes.
gonna be having banners down in southeastern? You do, cause a
Five
lot of
corners.
times, on 138 in southeastern, Dean's, 138
Yeah.
Depot Street, that corner there.
We
Dean's
basically were doing it for the parade route. We went to Five Corners, but you know, DPW has to put these up and they have to take them down. It's hard to go too far because DPW has other jobs that they have to do, not just putting banners up and down. So we'll take that into consideration though,
Even if
and
it just
talk
had a
to them
few
about
of
it.
them down there,
Yeah.
that's all.
And one of the things that other towns do is they don't think about south or north. They think about Easton. We're a whole town. we're all together. And the banner doesn't say south or east.
No.
It says Easton. So, I mean, that's one of the things that we talked about at our meetings. I haven't mentioned to you that we're gonna have a giant gala at Stonehill College. We call it our anniversary gala. Get out your gowns from your senior proms. The fact is, we're gonna come together and to celebrate as a community.
When is
And we
that?
got a lot to celebrate. That's gonna be on December 27th,
Of 2025,
Yes.
2025. All these events are all 2025.
December 27th.
We're having fun just planning and preparing.
Yeah.
But all the events actually take place during that year. I'm meeting at 11 o'clock with the school department to talk about getting the kids involved. I've been talking to Joe with his recreational background, getting some activities involved for young people. And of course, getting the senior adults. Diane and I are in that category now, so
Speak for yourself, Jonathan. I want to mention, you asked what the seniors can do. We're working with the Ames Free Library. They're trying to do 300 stories. I don't know if you've
cool.
heard of it. So they want to do 300 stories. They want people to write their little story about the town or whatever and let them know what it is. And they want to televise everybody and make like a
Have them
film.
read their stories?
Read the story, yeah. So it's Easton 300 stories through the library. But Dave, I'll bring up brochures. We'll have brochures printed
terrific.
with all the events and a volunteer sheet. So at least we can do that part.
So the New Year's Eve, that's not this New Year's, it's
No.
2025.
Yeah, get time to lose 5 pounds.
Thank you.
Yeah, for me.
We also wanted to mention that there's gonna be a giant bonfire. And
New Year's Eve?
that's gonna be roped off. The Lions Club is gonna do a barbecue. There'll be a lot of freebies there. It brings families together. That's what our theme is, bringing families and community together. And
When is
I
this
see it just in the
bonfire?
planning stages, yes.
When is that? Is that in the wintertime or?
October.
October?
12th.
October 12th?
And then
where
you
is
didn't
it?
mention the block. Oh, that's going to be at the high school. Again, at the high school. The block
The
party.
bonfire is October 11th.
Oh, 11th. Oh, look at that. I'll bring you the brochures and you'll have the real date.
And the gala is December 27th. That's being done at Stonehill because they're on vacation time.
Not gonna be black tie or formal, or what's that gonna be the gala?
It's not necessarily black tie. We want to make sure everybody comes. There'll be some people that'll probably wear a tuxedo, but we're not kicking anybody away if they just want to wear a sports jacket. And if somebody want to come dressed like I am right now, they'll have to meet me at the side door. Only kidding, folks, for the people who are watching. It's going to be a gala event. Father John at Stonehill, the president, has been so cooperative. The police, the fire chief is coordinating the bonfire and the fireworks. We're going to keep it safe. And we thank the school committee and our superintendent for giving us permission to do it. Those areas will be blocked off. I met with the police chief. He's been very cooperative in terms of security for all these events. And I have another hour I could talk about this celebration, but I don't want to throw too much at you at once. But if you come up with some ideas as you meet, we would honor that request, bring it up at our meeting. We'd like to have senior adults involved, not just to go to the events, but to participate in the planning. When you think about all the seniors in the town of Easton, and there's quite a few, they're part of the history of this town. They remember back when things happened. I'm not saying you were here back in 1725. This is a much younger group. The fact is that it's fun planning it, and I think Diane would agree. She happens to be my next door neighbor, and she's thinking of moving. I'm saying that because
I
of me
understand.
knocking on her door all the time to help.
It's all good.
But I also wanted to thank ECAT, Easton Community Access Television, because they're not only covering all of our meetings as they cover your meetings, but they also do a terrific job of being prepared to cover all of our events that we can share with the community. Those people that are unable to be at the event will be able to watch it. So that's about a quick presentation. If you want me to come back again and talk for another 2 hours, I can make that arrangement. I'm only kidding, of course, but do you have any questions that you'd like to throw this way?
Thank you for sharing, and thank you for all the work that you're doing. It's quite amazing.
As I
Sounds
say to
wonderful.
people, in my role, I'm as good as the people I surround myself with. And we got a lot of talented people in the town here that have come through, not just with their generosity of money, but also the time. Our goal was to raise $365,000. We have reached our goal as of last week.
Wow.
And we still are looking for additional donations. But we got sponsors for all the events. The bills are going to be paid. And the town also donated to the cause, and we appreciate it.
Did you have to become like a nonprofit organization for?
We're not a 501c3, but we're covered under the town
I see.
because this is a town committee, just like you folks are. Anyways, I thank you for your time. If you want to put a sign up on your front lawn, I normally have the sign, but I have the brackets to go with it. This doesn't cost anything. It just helps us promote. But I'll let you know, Joe, you let me know if anybody needs a sign.
Yeah.
I'll make sure that he gets them and you could help us promote it. I think our marketing team's done a terrific job. Thank you, Courtney Pupkin, for her fundraising efforts. And Mike Good for the marketing.
We have
We
a good
normally
yard.
have done a lot of marketing, but it's been done in a very professional way. You said,
We have a where we live, it's heavily trafficked if you want to put a sign there.
you get to take this one,
Well, you need the stake.
and I'll
I might
get you the
have
steak
one
in
at
the
home.
car.
Oh, okay.
I'll go and get that. Anybody else want one while I'm out in the car?
We live on Randall
Okay.
Street, and
Oh,
so
yes.
cars go by there all
I'm
the
right on
time.
138,
Okay.
northeastern area though.
Why don't I bring in 5 signs, and you folk can put them on your lawn.
Thank you so much.
Just make sure you bang them in with a little hammer or something so that they
They're
won't.
pretty sturdy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Outside of that, Joe, I appreciate the opportunity to come and
Thank you.
Thank you,
And to
Joe.
chat
Thank you
with
so
you
much.
folks.
It's really
Thank you.
so informative. I had no idea. Huh?
We'll grab you.
I'm happy to.
I know.
somebody did say to me, Dave, I understand you have a celebration. Do you know what day that is?
Yeah.
I said, there's 365 days, and we're going to be celebrating year-round. This is something we're going to be proud of. And when you see all those banners and posters and yard signs, I know I'm going to get kicked out of town at the end of this celebration. But anyways, thank you, Joe.
Thank you both.
Thank you, folks.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank
I'll
you.
go get those
Thank you, I appreciate it.
those signs and bring them right in.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank
you
you.
were terrific.
Thank you both.
I had no idea it was this extensive. I thought it was gonna be a one day, like a parade.
And there's
in
even
town.
more interfaith celebrations and services and.
Lovely.
Everything gonna be on that website?
On the website, yeah. But
So
I'll
it can
send
be printed out?
Yeah, well, at some point, probably flyers and whatnot, but I'll bring you the brochures and,
Okay. Great.
that's about it. Maybe
Okay.
you'll come October 19 and buy a cookbook. Please. Thank you.
Thank
you.
Diane, bye-bye. So nice.
You all asked for the tricentennial, I
Moving
got you
on.
the tricentennial.
That was
Lot going on.
incredible. That
Yeah.
was
Was-
really, I
Our-
had no
Lot of
idea it was
information,
that
lot going on.
elaborate.
Yeah,
We should be involved.
So
Yeah,
our
definitely.
office has done a little bit of help with them. We're working to promote a lot of their stuff in the coordinator, so folks are involved in town. And not only that, the merchandise that they were referencing, they're actually using the website that we use for program registrations to sell some of it. So we've helped them. They didn't really have a solution for credit card transactions, and we do quite a number of transactions via credit card, so we were able to help them with that. And they've
So
been.
can you order one of those things online? Can you order a sweatshirt online? Or
That's a
not
good
yet?
question. So they have.
Because I want one too.
We have
That was really nice.
It's really
It's
nice,
really,
yeah.
it's
We have,
it's
like, those,
subtle, you know, it's not.
the credit card chip readers. So like
Uh-huh.
when they go to, they did a program or an event at the Shoveltown Brewery.
Uh-huh.
They use the credit card terminals that we used for the pool this past season, or that we used to sell the punch cards here. So the in-person, I know they're using that. I don't know if they have the online ordering set up quite yet, but my understanding is that's coming sooner rather than later.
Good.
Yeah, doing everything we can to help. It's a once in a century type event. I joked with a few colleagues that I saw from Lexington, and they're queuing up their 250th anniversary, and it's so funny that you have a town like Lexington, and there's so much history. They're so revered, maybe just amongst themselves versus others. But you know, you can kind of look at them and be like, "Oh, that's cute, 250. We were there half a century ago."
Psha.
Yes, but all jests are in good fun. But yeah, very appreciative of their time, and here come some of your yard signs.
Yeah, that was great.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Dave.
And all you have to do is put one in and, good luck.
Do we have one at Lamplighter?
Yes.
We do? Where is it?
We can't put them up in condos,
No?
but we got one at the end of the road.
Okay.
You'll see them all around town.
I'm in a condo also, but there's a place out front near the road where I can put it where nobody's gonna, I mean, I can't put it, well, nobody's gonna see it because it's set back anyway, but down on 138, there's a place out front where I can put it that's pretty heavily trafficked.
Awesome.
Great.
Thank you.
Great, thank you.
Terrific, and I'm excited about seeing this whole thing come together.
When are you putting the signs out? Should we put them out right away, or?
They're already out there.
Okay,
There's
Yeah.
300 signs out there now.
Oh, great.
Wow.
so the good time is yesterday.
As soon as you leave the meeting, no, I'm only kidding. Fact is
My
that
shoulders, my neck.
they'll be up for a while. We're trying to get people excited about it. As a result of these signs, we got more volunteers,
Oh, good.
so it's really coming together. And Joe, I'll get back with you to talk about the celebration.
Please and thank you, sir.
And thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
That's
Dave.
great.
I saw him down at the donut shop.
Did he say when, how we would find out the dates of some of the things that are planned?
The website, the QR
Easton
code.
website.
I think it's on the,
Easton300.org.
on the little,
Yeah.
Well, it'll be published in
QR
the
code.
coordinator too. November's a bit of a busy month for us with the election and some of the other town updates with town meeting.
She said she was gonna be bringing in some brochures.
But you'll see quite a number of updates in December too. And that spins right into the New Year's Eve program that I'm proposing. Maybe there's a way to overlap there. I made a note to myself to get in touch with the rep I've been working with to see if maybe
Were
they'll come in.
you gonna be having buses bringing people there? Cause there certainly won't be enough room for cars
Where?
up at the school and places like that.
That's a good question. Maybe we could provide transportation for some of those events.
Did you say New Year's Eve or Noon Year's
Noon.
Eve?
Noon.
Noon Year's, so, okay.
10 to noon.
It's chilly. It is. It's getting colder.
So up next, we had update on our tax work-off program. I was hoping to have a speaker come in to talk briefly about this, but I think I can do it justice. So as many of you know, our department does a bit more than programming. We also work with veterans and financial services. One of those programs that is accepting signups from residents, particularly seniors, is our tax work-off program. This initiative allows residents to sign up for various volunteer-based jobs where they can work off a certain preset amount of their property taxes.
There's an income,
Yep, there's some
Threshold, though,
thresholds. I'm not totally privy to that because it is sort of outside my scope. But it is all posted online. Anybody that wants information, all you need to do is call our office and we can share it. I think this year we are taking maybe about another 8 or 10 for just my office alone. Those include punching our punch cards, greeting folks here at Frothingham Hall, and then we may add another position at the town pool, sort of as a greeting desk up there, which seems to me like it would be a desirable position for some to work off property taxes, but that remains to be seen.
There a maximum how much property tax you can work off?
There is. It's a preset threshold. I want to say it's certainly below 50. It might be like up to 20 or 25%, but don't quote me. There's literature on the website.
Really, 25% of taxes?
Yeah, don't quote me, but
there's, I
it's
think there's a dollar limit.
it might be a dollar
I think
amount.
it was like
of
$1,500 for
Yeah, I thought
100
I saw
hours
that.
or something
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
that.
there's a set
It came
number
down to
of hours.
minimum wage,
Oh, I see.
which is, I mean, if you're not doing anything, you might as well work it off.
Yeah, yeah. And our
But
office
there's
up
that
front is great.
income limit, though.
Yeah. Okay, I don't remember that part, but I do, for some
Yeah.
reason, $1,500.
It's,
Isn't
100
there a
hours
limit
work.
to your income that you have, that you can even do it?
Well, that's what she's saying,
yeah.
Oh,
is an income limit.
Yeah,
If you're making so much, you're not eligible.
right.
Yep, 125 hours through various town departments for relief on their tax bill. You could earn up to just under $2,000 off of your annual property tax bill. It works out to, as Jim mentioned, just about minimum wage. Income limits are $60,000 for one person, and for a two-person household, $81,000. Applications are online.
That's good to know.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
have to make my wife quit working.
The taxes are high.
they are getting higher.
Higher every year.
Yeah.
Item 6 that we have, mental health offerings. We touched on this a few meetings ago. We continue to work with Williams James College for Interface, which is the sort of speedy way to partner residents with mental health professionals. Usually that process takes over a month at times, sometimes even longer, to pair people. With William James, it's a few weeks, but certainly a shorter amount of time. We are rolling out another program that I thought would be helpful. It's called MindWise. It's another online website that allows folks to fill out a brief questionnaire, and it screens you. Based on your responses, it can make a suggestion on if you need some sort of mental health supports based on your personal circumstances. And the hope is that those things will sort of be overlapping at certain points, where if MindWise makes a recommendation, we can then sort of seamlessly set folks up with Interface and get them paired up so they can get the help that they need. Some more information early next year on that program. Stephanie, our mental health liaison, who I believe you all have met before, and our director are working on rolling that out for early next year.
What's Stephanie's last name?
Kantav. And that is my update on mental health offerings. So for item 7, Jim, I think you all have meeting minutes attached
Yep.
from the last meeting. So typically what we do here is you would say, moving on to item 7, approval of minutes. We have our September meeting minutes attached here. If folks have had a chance to review it, I'll accept the motion for folks to
So if everyone's been able to look it over, I'll accept a motion to accept the minutes.
I move second.
Got a motion and a second.
Yep, and you'll do a roll call vote. You can just go around the room, or you can do
All in favor?
unanimous.
Opposed? No.
I didn't raise my hand.
Are you abstaining, or are you?
No.
Okay, so unanimous.
Okay,
Excellent.
so on to new business.
Yeah, so staff notes, I do not have any notes at this time. The only comment I do have is that we're looking to bring back the facility master plan that we were working on to prioritize park-related projects in town. which is more of an intergenerational consideration, but still falls probably in the interest of the board and folks in town. So that'll be coming out. I will likely look for the board's feedback in some way, especially when we consider intergenerational component or just general perspective on repairs to parks in town. So that's one of the focuses I have moving forward into the new year. And that's my staff notes.
Okay. Is this one anybody can ask questions, or?
Yeah, you move into member notes and see if anybody has anything not reasonably anticipated prior to the meeting.
Anybody have anything? I do have a question on something.
Sure.
Maybe this isn't where I ask it, but with Medicare, is there someone in town, like, I'm eligible for Medicare for Part B, Part C, and so on and so on. I haven't had to take anything because my wife works and she's got a better insurance program than I can get through Medicare. But the time's coming where I'm gonna have to figure out how to do this. Is there someone in town that explains this is, will do that? Because I have read all the things, I've watched things, and I'm still confused.
Yeah, so it's a good question. It certainly falls under member notes. We have now 3 SHINE representatives. So are you familiar with the SHINE program?
I've heard of, yes.
Yeah, it's a state program. It's supporting health insurance for all residents, something that affects, it's an acronym. But they have appointments here out of Frothingham Hall. All you have to do is just call the building and we can get you set up around your availability and theirs. And they can walk you through pretty much A to Z based on your particular income thresholds, what coverage you need, things of that nature, private, totally independent, and
what
privileged information.
My biggest confusion is what medications are covered under which things and so on.
Yeah, I believe that's covered in the meetings as well.
Okay, is there a fee for that?
No, free.
Really?
It's another great offering we have here. Probably
That's a nice thing.
They
Did
will-
everybody already know that was there and free? Am I the only one who didn't know?
Mine's
Well, I
free.
knew that Shine existed.
There's a minimum that you have to pay at the beginning of the year, like I have to pay $200 deductible, I think, yeah. And then after that, it's all paid for.
for your insurance, correct?
The health, the,
Yeah,
Yeah,
not for me,
prescription,
but
Not
Shine.
for Shine.
oh, not the insurance.
No, not to have a consult with Shine, that's free.
Oh, is that what you were asking? Oh, I thought you were asking for the
I like
medication.
that part too.
So that's there's more information too. It has a state webpage for Shine,
Okay.
but we have Dave, Steve, and we have a new Shine representative that I haven't met yet. They're trained through a state program, and they have access to a variety of the portals that can give you up to date rates. They will be pretty busy as we kick off open enrollment. I think now or next
Right.
week. So their time will be a little bit trickier to find, but once that period wraps up, they'll be a little bit more free.
Okay, so but other times of the year, they have plenty of time. Yeah, because this
Usually
isn't
Tuesdays
something I
and
need
Thursdays.
next week.
Yep.
I'm looking a year or two up the line. I just
Good
want
to
to
be
be
proactive.
prepared.
Yep.
Okay, and I've been seeing some things on breast cancer awareness. Has everybody been getting information on that and see that there's something next week for breast cancer awareness program next week, or 2 weeks, 24th?
Yeah,
Here,
that's a program through the YMCA, I believe, that we've co-promoted for them.
Okay.
Seems a great initiative, especially with October being breast cancer awareness month.
Where is that being held?
Where
At
is that?
Quest?
Where's it being held?
I don't know the exact location. I can grab a coordinator if you guys would like.
I saw it someplace.
Yeah, it's in the coordinator.
If I'm not able to find it quickly here, I'm happy to forward it out via email to folks. since
It's
not the
Thursday, the
first.
24th at 11 a.m. I thought it was here.
That's not here. Yeah, let me see if I can find it.
I saw it somewhere in there too.
Yeah,
It was
I
an
can
email
email
from the
folks.
town is where I had it. I just remembered.
It might have been in the crier. I'll see if I can find it and I'll forward it out to folks, so we don't take up folks' time.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right.
I'm not used to doing this. Okay,
all
so,
right.
You're doing great.
any other new business? That's it.
Yeah, next meeting date, we have our regularly scheduled 11/7.
Does that date work for everybody, the 7th?
Yes.
I have nothing going on that works. We're all good with that?
Okay, I'll
Okay,
send
good.
out another meeting invite like I have. And if there's any sort of conflicts that pop up last minute, just please let me know.
Okay, I have it under an email from the Council on Aging. Breast cancer awareness presentation. Thursday, October 24th, 11 a.m. at Frothingham Hall.
Okay.
Okay.
So, does this just come to me and I should be sharing with?
Can you show me it? It might be a part of the robocall that we do.
11 o'clock.
Was that
Yeah,
a text message or a
It was an
calendar?
email. Could I get everybody's email before they leave? So I know last week when we changed things, I wasn't sure if everybody was getting,
Can I put mine on the back of your, oh, that's good. Amazing.
so that way if something comes up or we have to change a meeting, I can make sure I can get a hold of all of you.
I'm hoping that by November 7th, it is still peaceful in the streets. It's, right?
It's scary. Well, I'm not gonna get into
Yeah.
politics,
No,
but yes,
but-
let's hope there's peace in the streets.
Right? How else to say it?
I guess I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Seconded?
You got them both?
I did.
Okay, thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Uh,
You
just
did- you
for the
did a good
record,
job.
Thank you.
Vote for everybody. Everybody in favor of adjourning?
Adjourning.
Perfect. All right, thank you.